What better time to talk about food and being thankful for it than Thanksgiving, right? It's actually a subject that's really close to my heart too because I grew up hungry a lot of the time. I grew up in poverty until about the age of 13, so I spent a lot of time hungry, and now that I'm an adult and I can buy my own food and there's plenty of it, I consider it a treat, and I never take it for granted. I love that I can go to the store and I can buy whatever I want. I also have a history degree, and it always fascinated me when we talk about ancient diets. People ate really boring stuff. The ancient Romans, ancient Greeks and Romans, so classical times, they lived on gruel. That was their staple diet. I mean, supplemented with some oil and, some vegetables, and, they'd get berries when they were in season. But, for the most part, their diet was gruel. So think, if you've seen the movie The Matrix, when Neo got onto the Nebuchadnezzar, that bowls of creamy white slop that they were eating. Yummy. Who doesn't like gruel, right? The Victorians, they lived on lard on toast. Your average Victorian would never even get to try meat. They would eat produce only in season, and seasons aren't that long. We have things that were reserved only for royals. I mean, we have things on a regular basis, on a daily basis, that only royalty had access to, like, chocolate. So this is, here's 72% cacao dark chocolate that was imported from Belgium, no less. But this is a whole pound, and yet the Incas, when they were going to have a human sacrifice, so they would sacrifice people to the gods, when someone was going to die, they would give them, they had a cocoa drink that was kind of a spicy cocoa drink. They would give that to them as a, consolation prize. Sorry, you're going to die young, have some cocoa. I don't know about you, but if I wanted to, I could make myself sick drinking cups of cocoa. I could drink so much that, it just wouldn't even be healthy anymore, and I wouldn't go broke doing it. So once again, I am filthy rich. I am filthy rich. You are filthy rich if you're able to get sick on cocoa. I took inventory in my house. Let's, go around the world, shall we? De France, Holland, Canadian, Bolivia, Hungary, Switzerland, New Zealand, Mexico, America, from Ireland. In and out of season, we have fresh produce all year round. We don't even grow pineapple here. Here's a pineapple. It came from Brazil, and this is Minnesota, and it's fresh, no less. I didn't even have to get a canned pineapple. I got a fresh pineapple from below the equator. How amazing is that? In or out of season, we have fresh produce all year round. Henry VIII wouldn't have had anything like that. We have access to all this produce, all these amazing, chocolate products and condiments and, you name it. So the next time you go to the grocery store, just think about that. All the variety that's set before you, anything, that you can try, anything really. Nothing's really out of reach. I feel like it's important because as Americans, we're so conditioned to look at the 3% above us rather than the 97% below us. And it's even more than that, because that's true by world standards, but historically speaking, we live in amazing times. I come bearing gifts from my homeland. Things that were complete delicacies are available to the average person. We're the heirs of technology and free trade. So the next time you go to the grocery store, put on your crown, grab your scepter, and enjoy it, because there's no guarantee that it'll last. It's really good.